Viu até um, vou ver aqui agora o compilado.
There are some serious issues if you decide to go for that all-in lane on the bottom side of the
Jace, Seju, Lissandra do velho em cima da LeBlanc, gosto.
map, as it is going to be Jarvan to come through here as the final pick, and Doran given a chuckle here. Now, I worry, and this Jarvan pick is actually super interesting because the Wukong Jace counter is an old counter. We've seen it so many times, and we'll see if their reaction time is quick here. They do have a ward.
Going in for an engage. Peanut coming in from behind. Pace is taking a bunch of damage. They're trying to get this kill onto Pace as the concussive blows go in. And first blood is given over to Guma, but immediately traded back as Peanut did get the wraparound and picks up Alicia for him. As Owner is on the bottom side. We are trying to get the flash here out of Pace, and more concussive blows come in. Owner a little bit behind, but the damage is there as flash forward, and Owner will pick up the kill, and maybe a second one out to Delight as he's not able to flash out. A double kill to the T1 jungler.
Yeah, this is massive, or the CS difference is massive in 2 lanes, right? In top and in the 80 carry position, 10 CS apiece. Now they're gonna pick up Dragon. And as Peanut, yeah, he's got Crescendum here. So much damage. Peanut's here. They get a flash.
Not gonna get that one, but they will get Carrier down, so that is a kill going into the hands of the Aphelios already.
And it was my April Fool's joke, but it wasn't a joke. I actually spilled coffee all over the table.
Chovy, he goes back in when Owner is here. He's gonna block with the clone, and now Peanut following up as the chains will connect, trying to go back in onto Owner, flashes away. Delight coming back over, second Cyclone, and it should be enough as Peanut will pick up the kill onto Owner.
Bom dia,
Very nice
Tacas.
counter game.
Completando mais STMJ Tacas, você é foda, sabe que você é maior que qualquer obstáculo na sua vida, menos que sua calvície, mas você é foda MSM assim.
Timing from him.
Yeah, the ultimate, which is massive.
Baker has no mana. He says, we're getting a fight here on the Drake as Peanut tries to start this one. He is caught inside the pit as he does have flash, tries to get away. But now the claw comes in, catches both of them, and Pace has to cleanse as they're caught way out of position. And T1 are looking to punish. There's the concussive blows, and Pace is a couple of autos away, and down he goes. Baker picks up the kill, and T1 gets the Infernal.
Yeah, Chovy's going to try to maybe access points to the top lane to the rest of the map to picking in the jungle or so much lower. He's going to try to make something happen.
Trying to get in onto Zeus. They have so much CC, and Zeus does not have flash. He should be going down. He's trying to trade it, though. As where is the damage? They can't kill him.
There's no damage, and like I said, Chovy can't get over here. He's
He finally gets the flag and direct back, but close call on an extra kill as we're trying to get in onto Faker, but he's the timing of the chains. He's not able to claw out. Has to ult himself, and he's not in a great spot himself now. He does not have a flash. Might get his claw up here in a little bit, but one last auto. And Chovy will take him down.
All right, Chovy gets the kill here. His first of the game. And it's a consolation prize, but man, did T1 get everything on the top side of the map there.
Eu vi que era Jarvan top. Ele foi primeira rotação. Não, não, foi last pick. É porque que o Dash tava...
That's 4, but maybe just a little Giga Chad move, I suppose.
You just don't have an angle except hard engage.
Chovy, not sure about that, TP. My good sir, he's going to have to flash away. Still gets caught by the Sedge ult as Paze is also getting caught on the backside. Has to double Summoner here as he will get to safety. Delight very below. As Doran is trying to frontline for him here, but he's just getting pulled to shreds too. Guma just standing up to him, takes down the Jarvan. Doesn't care about his little tanky build as they're just scattering to the wind like leaves. Gen G just going down one by one.
There's no great turn here without sustained way out.
It's okay, looking for the angle here, onto the back line as Guma just flashes the wall, and the damage is there as Peanut will be the first one to go down, I believe. As though he will get away to the top side. It will actually be Doran on the left side of your screen who does get taken out first.
I want to give over Soul.
Yeah. It really comes down to the engage here of Doran, Delight, and Peanut. I'd have to say Chovy will do his thing poking, and Pace is really just the follow-up damage. As Doran is looking for the angle here, Genji on top of the Drake. As Owner is looking for the potential steal, and it will go over to the side of Owner as there is the engage, but Delight is the one taking the majority of the damage. As now the Wombo combo does come in, but the damage is not quite there as Chovy desperate to put in the damage. They do not take out Zay as he lives, as Pace and Chovy, the two that are left alone, as everybody on the side of T1 is still alive.
He almost died because he was positioned very aggressively in the front, where Peanut did a decent amount of damage to him there with Haze, but he's able to flash out.
Has to flash away, and so it's just
26
perfect
cara com alma,
positioning
Baron.
for T1. They get away from the
Carries.
A gente não levou nenhuma
Like the
torre,
Jace,
vai levar a
if you
primeira
see
agora.
you on the flank, he kills you. If you see Carry on the flank, he buys enough time to the rest of the team here.
A segunda.
And, I mean, that's going to be helpful. It might be enough to get him his Shadow Flame here. I don't know how much gold he's sitting on. That would be nice to have for him.
Quem é considerado o melhor jogo do mundo? Carioca.
Fight as Peanut is trying to bait out some stuff with the clone, but not quite able to stop this even without the Baron. T1 looking to take this one down. His mid inhibitor is nice, but especially with Elder Drake, it's not huge because especially at this point in the game.
They're going to pick up some mana here, but he's fairly vulnerable.
He doesn't have claw. He doesn't have. Oh, he's got it back up just now as he is going to get back to safety, maybe baiting him into Carrier. As now looking for the engage, they know Delight does not have flashes. They just turn onto the Leona and blow him up. Down he goes, as so much for the tanking the Leona in this fight as the TP is behind them. As Paige trying to do damage on the front line, Guma in a very wonky spot, flashes forward into Inferno, and it doesn't matter, as that should be the end of this one. Very low health bars on the side of T1 as Chovy is desperate. He does pick up the kill onto Guma.
Doran.
Maybe he's got some kind of chance. That's a double kill for Chovy. Is the clone gonna tank that one up?
The base, though, is in tatters here.
Doesn't look like he's gonna be able to. Delight with Solar Flare. One time? One time trying to get lucky here as Smite is perfect. 1196 as Faker goes in for the engage. They have Elder Drake as the rest of the team's just trying to get out here. As a split call comes in, they're just going to give up Faker as he is all alone. He does have the stopwatch and Zay's still here. Okay, the re-engage, but the shock blast misses as not the cleanest engage. Pace is getting the damage out of Zeus as he is ticking down, but he is still alive.
Oh my god, he's still alive.
The Aphelios is shooting from over the wall, but he's just trying to get away. They don't want to fight against the Elder Drake, and Guma just a little bit too scary, even without his sub. Pina not even going to try to come in and steal this. So T1, I think they're going to try to make a big play here in the next 1 minute.
On Elder. Chovy is doing blue buff.
Well, the team doesn't want to fight while they have Elder, but they might be forced to. Like, you got to get back here. He is backing now. As 9 seconds on Elder buff, we got 7-6-5. Peanut is in the front line with his clone, trying to stop this one as Doran goes in. Trying to clear out the wave here as Elder buff is gone, but Doran is as well. As the ult here from Pace is not massive, but he does have a massive shield, and they are clearing this wave, and the AoE... See, I mean, T1, they're desperate to try to end this game before things get any more hairy in this one.
Just use these Baron minions. You got 45 seconds here. You get this inhibitor. You've got a clear path to victory here. Just got to play it slow.
Yeah.
Don't get esse item. O cara tá 5 itens, o maluco tem uma zona e eu usei uma manopla.
Engaged on.
That's exactly what they're doing. As okay, that's Pace's shield.
Java mais magro.
One shot blast. As 3 inhibitors are gone. T1 slowly but surely with 30 seconds of Baron buff are trying to take down the game.
Just let the minions do the work here. Genji have to come to you.
Hold up the door, but they go for the wombo combo. They get the Cataclysm, but it is not in the backline. Guma is just autoing everybody as Pace. Tons of AoE, but he can't do it alone, as now he's going to get burst to smithereens as he is in the base. And T1, they have done it. Guma takes him down, looking for the Penta, but the Nexus goes down first. 37 minutes, and T1 take game 1.
A very clean...
Bom dia, panda. Eu vi o game 2.
Covered in terms of safety.
Seju de novo, velho. Lissandra mais uma vez.
Not so much.
Gnar
much safer, and it's going to suit the composition in terms of all the setup they have. They have Thresh, Lissandra. It sets up an easy game for Gumayusi to carry on the Aphelios with the front line they've been given. And obviously Gnar could do very well into Malphite, but is it... The response flash would pull him into turret, so very difficult. Here he goes.
There it is, flash on in, Carry in a lot of trouble here, gets the hook down, flashes away himself, dodges the knock-up, and now Owner is here as Delight is in a rough spot himself. Gravitum comes in onto Pace as the follow-up is here from T1. They're not fully committing to it just yet as Owner trying to get the angle onto Delight as the flash away comes in from him, but there it is, and the follow-up look as Keria is back into the play and gives first blood to Gumayusi.
This is the bottom side of the map. Chovy has no idea.
So they're just going to give away Infernal Dream. Not sure about that. Chovy might just be dead too. He has flash, but there's 4 people here. As he had no idea this was coming, and you never know when Lissandra's just going to close.
Zaya's got 525, 350 for Doran, 350 for Chovy. So it's not...
In here, even the saplings doing a little bit of chip damage. As now they will, in fact, get in. Guma just gonna lantern away.
Chovy is in such a safe spot with his poke.
Okay, in they go. Faker looking for the engage. See, Moonlight Vigil comes in. Tons of damage on the Peanut, but they can't take anyone out. Owner trades for the junglers, but that's 2 kills now into the hands of Gumayusi. As everybody on the side of Genji's looking.
You would have gotten from second Herald anyway, so it doesn't feel too bad here. But you can already just see that T1 know exactly what they're there and come in. If we can actually push him out and force him to ult, we win this.
Okay, well, Doran's going to get the turret. He has a teleport coming in for some help. Zeus in a little bit of trouble here. Does have flash. As will he elect to use it? The answer is no. Just going to give the kill over to Chovy as his team is down here on the bottom side taking the drag.
They're going to get this turret, so they're just picking up all the money on the map. And Genji, a team that's so known, have a 2-item Aphelios.
Keria doesn't have flash. Speaking of which, there's the engage. The Malphite and the recombinant cannot kill Guma. Where is the follow-up? There is nothing out to him. He is quite low as here comes the Maokai ultimate as
very late.
Base is on. Should be able to get Owner. Everybody else just in the choke as in goes Faker. He's got an ult in that backside, or looking for it at least, as now the Xayah is popping off. Paze is able to frontline, picks up the kill, 2 kills for him. As a very messy game.
They don't want to play any games with this one. The Baron is going to go over. That's going to be further gold in the lead than I just mentioned. You see going up to now almost 5,000. Cool. I'm going to look at this as an Elder Spawner. Thank you very much for spawning that for me. A more relevant bin, even though ultimately it does end up working out okay for him. Could have been worse. So now they're just going to group up here to take out this inner and then push for the inhibitor. Now Faker is mid with no teleport, but he's getting his own push off at the same time. Zonius is coming back online, and he's going to come back here, but him being gone really just gives Genji a lot more space now. And it's an inhibitor, at the very least, that they're going to take.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to continue pushing. They're going to force Faker to splash forehead and try to survive that way.
Yeah, and, you know, in that last fight, like, he lived because there wasn't follow-up damage, but then the Xayah killed the rest of his team, and they ended up losing the fight, right? And this is a catch-22.
In the past, like, players would actually prioritize being on the map instead. So we're going to have to stop that. We do have a fight here. Faker in a really rough spot, looking to get 100-0. Down he goes as the damage is coming in, but they're just looking for Guma on the backside as he nearly takes out Doran, though. Peanut getting torn to shreds, but they're on the backside. Down he goes as the damage is coming in, but they're just looking for Guma on the backside as he nearly takes out Doran, though. Peanut getting torn to shreds, but there it is. They get into the backline with the Xayah, who's incredibly low. And it might just be enough as Paze with his incredibly low health bar is just going to run away and let Chovy do the clean on this objective. As here we go. Might come down to a little bit of a flip. The accelerated shock blast does miss.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be a flip. Zeus over the wall here. Here's the Peanut ult.
Maokai ultimate a little bit early. They're trying to get position now onto this. As Faker gets in the back line and ults onto 5 people. As Meganar is in and Guma gets knocked off. He's not doing the damage, but it does not matter. And stopwatch should be enough, and the rest of the team just peels away the onion. As Doran is so low and he can't take out Guma. And T1 just barely should be able to take this down. Oh, they don't have smite. Jeez. As they will take it at the end of the day. That will be the shutdown for Guma as he picks up a triple and T1.
Last 2 seasons, I'll even say, Faker just goes in and says, this is my fight, this is my engage, and he just goes straight into the side of Genji, and when a stopwatch is all it takes for Guma to survive the counter engage, Faker makes it happen one more time here. Super clutch, very clean flash. And now Genji just desperate to defend.
1 second on Peanut. I think they're going to try to kite this one out. No, we have TP coming in. As the hook is there, down goes Delight. The desperation out of the side of Genji to try to stop this from going down. But there's the ult down to Chovy. And that should be the end of him. As Doran does get in, takes out Guma. And you know what? I mean, it's only Faker and Owner here. They're going to back away from the Nexus.
Faze is coming back.
And they, oh man, they are trying to stop the backs here. But the autos will come through. And can they take down Faker? He's not able to claw over. As Zeus, he does have some nice attack speed. Can he get those last autos in? And no, he can't. The Nexus will survive
Oh man, he's just trying to do it so low, and he cannot do it, but they will get Baron here on the back of this. And why are these T1 games getting so intense here? They will have it once this turret is down.
That's really the question. They need that to get on to Guma, who will be the main wave clear here.
Zeus also has TP and could just TP to try to kill the Nexus, but there's no ward, actually.
That was a lot of damage. The AoE coming in. Peace nearly dies.
The main base, you know, if anyone had one, they don't actually have any wards. If they could drop a ward, it would be massive. Won't be able to get this turret and back away here, so no second
inhibitor, which is the easiest to defend. So, as I mentioned before in game 1, you know, Genji can just push up mid and say, okay.
Zeus to this Narbar, though. You got to respect it.
Okay, a little engage coming in as they get onto the backline, but that's Baker, that's not Guma. Zeus with the Meganar available, and Doran is just getting peeled apart. Baker gets in the backline and pays. He's trying to get the damage in. The feathers are on the ground, but he is too low. As can they even get onto the side? There are the feathers, and Zeus on the hook out of midair. And Toby goes down, and the damage is not there. The GA for Pace will not keep him alive, and Guma will pick up the kill at the end of the day. T1 will take game number 2.
What an incredible game here from T1, though, in so many respects. And Genji kept it interesting, man. They really did. But it was clutch plays from T1 back and forth here on these major objectives that end up taking it for them. I think we're going to see a split boat.
Um bom segundo jogo, aparentemente, velho.
Skill-based matchup.
Oh, uma dúvida. A galera tá tomando AD aí? Porque eu aceitei o incentivo de AD desse mês da Twitch. Eu não sei como é que tá. Vamos ver o Game 3.
For Chovy to try to get ahead there. As ornaments to make this comp amplified in the late game and to just weather the storm against this Jace feels very strong here too for T1. And for Genji now, you really have to kind of out-skirmish this team and outplay them at every turn. And it's, look at the ward line they have though across the map. They can know where he is at any moment.
Uh-oh.
Seju passou e ele não pegou?
Just weather the storm against this Jace feels very strong here too for T1. And for Genji now, you really have to kind of out-skirmish this team and outplay them at every turn. And it's, look at the ward line they have though across the map. They can know where he is at any moment.
Uh-oh. There's the hook onto Delight as he does have flash as he hops over to Pays and he's ticking down. First blood. Keria picks it up in the bottom lane.
The Ignite ticks through and it's enough. Well, they didn't expect him to be there.
Look at this. The hook. Okay. They fake a back as summoners are here for the side of them as they dodge the knockup once again and they get on in there. Owner picks up the kill.
T1.
And a Lantern comes in again. This is
to a better soul like we've talked about. Peanut's going to try to get something back. No flash on Owner.
Okay, he's getting on in there. Owner, I think he's just dead. He's going to dash away, but Peanut, nice look to come on in and at least pull together some.
Once again hits the hook, and then they bait him with the backs.
They're just playing with their Rakan food, man. They know exactly when he's going to hop in with the Grand Entrance. We got a fight on live, though, as Zeus is going to be the first one to go down. And you see a Ornhorn.
And can, of course, join this Drake fight, too. So pushing Zeus out like this is massive for him.
There you go. Zeus just stays under turret, decides, well, I'll just give my life. I mean, that seemed pretty straightforward.
And it's the rare Everfrost LeBlanc, but it's some additional damage here. And that's going to be the first Drake of the game. This is what they were not able to accomplish with LeBlanc picking game 1. Is get rid of this turret so that LeBlanc has a lot more freedom to...
Damage enough. I mean, I don't think they're going to get here on time. Peanut trying to get into the pit. As Zeus going to blow the Ornhorn, but he gets knocked up, and it doesn't matter. Baker with a double snipe. It was not a flip at the end of the day. T1, double smite. Let's just take the turret and not force the fight. We got enough.
It feels like it's been a very long time since we've seen Peanut actually have an impactful Cyclone in this game here, but he can't see. He can't hit what he cannot see. Toby's going over the wall to clear vision.
Agora tomaram o só foi eu perguntar.
Here and basically be a living ward for those shock blasts.
Yeah, he is on in there, but he gets the hook on a Peanut, so Keria is able to spare his own blushes. As Chovy now in the pit, there's no smite, and it goes the way of Owner as Zeus is going to bang his head again, but Keria's going to get the news. As this is about to get really interesting. Peanut trying to get in, the damage is there as they get the hook on the Delight, but they don't go in on this one. A little bit broken up as the fight as Owner's out of the pit, and massive ult value comes out from Guma as as he just blows up the back line of Gen G. Lots of, doesn't, I guess, as, okay, trying to get in there, and no, it's gonna be Zaya who picks it up, and 2 kills! Immediately going to the pockets of Gen G.
And this is a huge Baron here. They're getting so much deep vision removed, so much map control into these turrets.
Okay, over the wall goes Faker. He's trying to set up the play, and they burst out Doran! As Faker now, can he get out is the question. He goes into a stopwatch as he is not in a great spot, and the damage comes in, paces over the wall, immediately goes into the Featherstorm, and will survive as Delight is there for the follow-up.
That follow-up
is so tanky as Guma now, trying to go 1v5, flashes in, and nearly takes Delight down, but do not want to be outdone. As we got another fight, we just keep doing this as they're looking for Delight mid lane. Hornhorn comes in, catches Doran, as they did not expect that, and down goes the Jace. As the follow-up in here, the Sparrow rushes onto Pace. He doesn't have Featherstorm, it's 1 second away! He's not able to use it here, and this fight, his owner is going to die as Zaya, funnily enough. As okay, that is
they're going to try to get an inhibitor out of this, and I think they should be able to.
Or how about this? Over the wall, they go. This guy is just no chill.
Ari Threshman is it's a force of nature. It's a threat you have to respect.
Yeah,
don't know where it's coming from.
Look at Faker's items now. He's got upgraded Everfrost and Death Cap. Like, he is bursting people down.
They want to try to end here. I think this might be a bridge too far. Doran's up in 15.
Okay, this is kind of insane. They're looking for Guma. The Lantern take is perfectly timed as they take down one Nexus turret. Lots of damage on a Chovy.
Right now, Chovy sees him. He wants to pop that Banshee's Veil. He's unsuccessful.
Okay, over the wall they go. The charm is insane! Unbelievable! As down goes Doran again! This guy just cannot survive against them. You know, or Ornhorn this time around from T1 as Chains landing on in. The box is down in the opening as they get the hook on a Peanut. He does have a stopwatch here as no, the Moonlight Vigil goes wide and the damage here on Owner. He goes into the GA as Delight. And Chovy and Pace in the backline will stay alive as Carry is back there. He gets the hook on a Pace, and that provides the front line for T1. Guma is able to take down his opposing AD Carry, and T1 will take the Baron. Can he do it? He doesn't have any vision. Nope, not gonna happen. As Aphelios, Guma this away. Zeus is trying to get on over and delay this as much as he can. Ornhorn comes in as he will knock up Peanut, but it does not matter. Still lands the smite.
All of T1's games in the playoffs.
39 minutes, and we are pushing the bottom lane.
Kind of continue to harass and look for backline access, but this Baron buff is the problem.
Really is pushed in. The Cyclone is good on the aggression this time around, but no follow-up comes in as underneath the turret, Faker goes down as massive damage comes in from the Aphelios, and Pace has to get in and out at the same time as down will go this inhibitor.
Still have to somehow kill this Aphelios. He's just doing so much damage here.
Guma is a one-man army. See the execution happen this time around. We saw it happen when Doran hits an accelerated shock blast on the Guma. He just immediately gets his shield back. It's like it's barely even happened. As meanwhile, here we go. Engage, they get Guma! They get him down! As he... It barely even happened. As meanwhile...
São as penas ainda da Zaya, mano.
No, engage, they get Guma! They get him down! As he is into his GA in the follow-up here, he's gonna have to try to get out, but no! He goes down! Peanut makes the pick happen! As Faker tries to get in and stop the push of the minions, but I don't think he was successful. They've got a cannon.
Yeah, Carry is gonna go down here, and they're gonna try to push to end this one, and a clutch play from Peanut! In an important series, a very incredible engage. You talked about his flash was coming up. He has Flash Cyclone, and that's what closes the gap onto Guma. Finally, he's popped into his GA, and the follow-up is real, and Genji steal the win away. And we've got a series on our hands, Valdez.
A little bit late, but we in fact do. It's 2-1 as Genji.
Yeah, you're right.
So could be the choice for Zeus, which would be weird, but just because Zeus is such a great Jace player. What is the pick for Peanut?
Ai, pegaram Silão achando que o Jace era top. Quer dizer, pegaram Malfit achando que o Jace era top.
I mean, it could be a Jarvan angle.
He's laughing. It's Olaf.
Oh my god.
He's laughing his way to an Olaf pick here.
Well, I mean, it's a great tanky front line here. We add the Olaf in the come here top and actually look for a gank onto Chovy. Try to force out his summoner, but he does have distortion.
Yep. Should have it, but see the amount of speed on the stacks as down he will go. Owner just picks it up. Level 3 quick to the top side.
And this is going to be the Drake going over to T1 once again, every single game. Just getting his advantages early.
Oh,
velho.
yeah.
As
I'm
he
sure
was
he's not too happy about that either. As Peanut here is spotted on this one, as that will go the way of Peanut, who does smite it down, but already in a lot of trouble as he does not have Ghost, he does not have Flash, he does not have a health bar. As over the wall goes Faker, didn't have to do that.
It almost looked like he wanted to give some of that local gold as Zeus is going to get slowed.
Okay, now he has to kind of go in. He has stolen Doran's ultimate, just goes back in once again as now he's in a lot of trouble. Down he goes, but was he baited into a rough position as down will go Peanut as well. Doran just has to flash to get out of this one.
Trying to hold his own, doesn't get the charge, so he's not going to get that turret. Doran no ult for just a few more seconds here. It's about to get it though. Zeus trying to bait him.
He's just... Okay, Ignite comes down. It was all a bait. Down
Ignite.
to the end of it as he will take out of this one, and Cario will take the kill. Faker does not have Flash, and he is avoiding these axes very nicely. Does hop away, but eventually he is going to go down as Peanut will pick up the kill. 2v1.
Yeah,
another Drake going to the hands.
With the Sejuani. Speaking of,
Peanut is in the enemy jungle. Remember, he does not have Flash, so he might just go down, but he is standing his ground, actually. Is not scared of anything, as Faker's got a massive shield, probably the Hexdrinker in there as well, as does take a bunch of damage, but you see that Genji are just being routed here. Delight as well going to be collateral damage on the backside of this one, as he was just trying to help.
Doran is just even the tanky supporters. They're going to look for a wraparound.
Yeah, Carry is in a lot of trouble here as he will flash and gets away. Meanwhile, the entire team is looking to dive him under the turret. They will be successful. This is 5 members of Gen G in the mid lane right now.
Okay, TP flank coming through.
Not sure about that. Chains of Corruption are down, so a lot of damage already into Peanut. They're essentially trying to count him out of the fight here as a lot of poke into Doran as well. Trying to corral them in as it is dodged by Guma. It just flashes away from the Malphite ultimate. Zeus gets in, dodges the engage, but he's alone and exhausted in the back line as Genji handle the flank perfectly, and they will get everybody out.
I think if Zeus just doesn't try to force this, you're like, okay, we trade some engages and we lost turret. That's okay. But then Zeus really kind of...
Varus and Jace on your team, and even the Silas is going to really benefit from
Getting
that scaling
baited.
as Zeus in a lot of trouble here. He does have Olaf ultimate, and he will eventually use it, you'd have to imagine, as there it is. But the damage might just be too much. He tries to go back in, but he just dies. Meanwhile, Guma does not have his flash. Is in.
Even though Luden's is a lot more burst damage than Leandri's, LeBlanc will still do burst damage with Leandri's. Delight's are looking
This says okay, he's gonna get the flash out of Caria. So much poke damage comes in, but they don't have Silas. As here they go, Genji are just going super deep. Can they get on the backlines? The question is no. Guma stands his ground, but Caria will be the first person to go down. Doran, the second though, and a lot of low health bars here. As Zeus steals the Rakan ultimate, he's looking for it at the base, and he will get in that backline. And that is a couple of kills for Zeus. Make it 3 actually, as he picks up the triple.
And you gotta commit, and you can see the hesitation from Gen G. They ult with Peanut so they can set up for the knock-up here.
Mountain Soul is going to help so much on this turn. Like, T1 do not have to take this Baron. They do have the smites. They do have the ability to go for it, but stolen Malphite ultimate is now they try to get in onto Chovy. Fantastic stopwatch timing. Will it matter, though, as they're trying to get into there, as Peanut will be the last one, and Zeus has his own insane stopwatch timing, as he will survive, and Chovy is on the run.
Oh, Zeus has been making so many huge plays. Chovy is in trouble.
Yeah, Chains of Corruption, that's the end of him, as so many ultimates get thrown straight into his face, as the last auto from Guma will do it, and that should be the Baron, although Genji, they don't even have Smite. Yeah, they're just going to give it away. T1 a massive leap into the lead here. They take a big team fight, they take the Mountain Soul Baron, and another small team fight as well.
And watch this fight here, where
like someone who's really threatening in terms of damage on T1, or you cannot go for that engage. They saw the angle because Zeus wasn't there, he didn't have TP, but the execution wasn't there. Once again, that's kind of been the theme for today. They needed to get the kill right off the bat, and they did, and now T1 are massively in the lead, and the damage is just being thrown out. As with the Baron buff, T1 are looking to push the bottom lane and maybe end this game.
Yeah, I mean, they have so many minions here. It has to be Paze's defense. And he just doesn't have the items. He's sitting on gold lead, but what they have on the map right now is worth even more. Plus the Mountain Soul.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically unwinnable here from Gen G, unless they get a could have been the win, but The timing super disjointed, and Doran just pressed go with Peanut. Unfortunately, it wasn't the right call. If you can't kill the carry, it's not going to matter.
As now they definitely know. Maybe they didn't actually know. Doran just ulting into the pit, trying to get this one going. And the rest of the team is just trying to get in there. They fight Guma, who is left alone in the pit. But the damage from Faker's too high. The Gordringer, though, on the side here is Pays desperate to try to live, but he will not. He gets hit by a huge shot blast from Faker. And now Jogi is only damage left here on the side of Gen.G. They choose the wrong clone, actually.
A sad way to lose this series.
TK, Seju
looks like
e Silas.
Peanut might be taken out here by his fellow veteran Faker, or perhaps not, as T1 looks like this will be the end of it, as 3-1 will be the score. Very one-sided in the last 9 minutes of this game after one big team fight from the side of T1 as they take down the Nexus and they move on to their 4th LCK final in a row.